Hey Counter Slammers, this is Eric coming at you with another model review. Just this past weekend we were at Warmachine Weekend and I happened to get my hands on the first Cryx model that has actually been released in, gosh, almost feels like about a year and a half now. And I know this guy's not even scheduled to be released yet for several months. And that is the Skarlock Commander. So check him out. So this is our first technical kind of pseudo release after all this time. And, he is, I guess the big question is he worth it? Is he worth the wait? So without further ado, let's jump into his stats and see what he's like. So this Skarlock Commander actually works as a unit attachment for both the Bile Thralls and the Mechanothralls, which seems pretty solid. His command score is 8, so that means that actually extends their both units' command range, which means you can spread them out a little farther, which really does help. Of course, he's undead, and his weapon that he has is a magic weapon, and it's reach, and it's power and strength of 10. Now, his mat is a 6, his raz a 3, but he doesn't have any ranged attacks. And his defense is 14, armor 12, and speed 6. So, and he has 5 hitboxes. They're an FA of 2, and they cost 1 point. But what else do they do? What's the Skarlock Commander's special abilities? Well, he's got Battle Wizard, so whenever he kills something with his melee attack, he can then cast a spell for free. But what spells does he have? Well, he has a magic ability of 6, and he has 2 different spells. One is Disbinding, so it says enemy upkeep spells on this model and or unit immediately expire. How useful is that? I don't know. Most people don't usually tend to put upkeep spells on our Mechanothralls or our Bile Thralls. They usually tend to kill them because they are easy to hit and they are easy to kill. The other magic ability he has is Dark Fire, which is a star attack. It says Dark Fire is a range 10, POW 12 magic attack. It says when a living enemy model is destroyed by Dark Fire, this model gains its soul token regardless of the proximity of their models. So this guy can actually get soul tokens. He also has the ability of Soul Taker. It says this model gains 1 soul token when a living enemy model is destroyed within 2 inches of it. This model can have up to 3 soul tokens at a time, and during its activation, this model can spend soul tokens to gain additional attacks or to boost attack or damage rolls at 1 token per attack or boost. So he can gain souls, either with the Dark Fire or anything that dies within 2 inches of him. He can basically take the souls in them. And he can use those things to boost hit and attacks and his spells, things like that, which is pretty solid. So is he worth 1 point? Yes, I think he is. The ability just alone to add the command range, I really think helps a lot. That actually did save me in the only game I played with him so far. It actually did come into play where I needed to, my Mechanothralls were almost out of range, and from the leader, but because of the Skarlock, they were able to still stay in command, so that was pretty nice. The only thing kind of disappointing about him is that he doesn't grant anything. I was kind of expecting him to, even to be a 2-point model, I was kind of expecting that, and I thought he would grant them, the Mechanothralls or the Bile Thralls +1 speed, or +1 mat, +1 rat, something, anything, but we didn't get anything, so a little bit of a disappointment in that factor. When I first read the card, the first thing I looked for was what he granted, and when I didn't see anything, I was like, oh, I felt really gypped. But at 1 point, and to be able, like I said, to be able to extend the command range, and he has the Battle Wizard, and he can take souls, it's pretty good. It is pretty neat. Of course, you'll keep him behind the Mechanothralls and things like that, but he is, so he's not going to be up on your front lines, but he, being able to shoot the Dark Fire and things like that. He does have his melee attack in case something does get close. At a mat 6, he he can hit or miss depending on what he's going after. But if he does hit, it's POW 10, and if he kills something, then he gets to cast Dark Fire, which would be really cool. So yeah, like I said, for 1 point model, not bad, not as bad as I originally thought he was. And I look forward to taking him, on the show. Hopefully in the upcoming episodes or next season, I'll be able to show him off a little more so you guys can kind of see what he can do. So that is the Skarlock Commander, and feel free to let us know what you think of him in the comments below. Let us know, will you be taking him in your future lists or not? Maybe you will, maybe you won't. depending on what you think of his stats. So you know, if you're not going to take him, it may be a while before we get another model. So it might be just pick it up just to get something new. But anyway, just like I said, let me know what you guys think, and we will see you guys next time on the next model review.